Hello, everybody. We are here in the VIRIVERSE to release another immersive sustainability comic collection, the Designer Series. This is really just my journal trying to figure out how to solve the world's immense sustainability challenges. Here we go. Issue number 1, a circular philosophy. Can we make radical change without being radical? I don't know. Our album of inspiration, The Wall by Pink Floyd, my all-time personal favorite, and our quote for today, if you'll stand for nothing, what'll you fall for, by Lin-Manuel Miranda as Alexander Hamilton. If you haven't seen it, it is on Disney+. Subscribe, watch it, and unsubscribe if you must, but it is a pretty amazing story to watch and very thought-provoking. Oh, the sustainability lessons today. Approach. Again, can we make radical change without being radical? Linear economy, or what I call capitalistic mountain. A good start, but built upon some flawed approaches and flawed values. Capitalism is not all bad. Absolutely is not. But we can do better than what we're doing right now. Circular philosophy. Could living, thinking, and designing and circularity shift the sustainable paradigm? We'll share a few resources for those wanting to know more. Oh, I've been dancing with the damn wall for years. 2000, 10 years old, trying to figure out how to overcome bullies. 2001, 2, 3, 4, into high school, and starting to become truly institutionalized. Another brick in the wall, so to speak, by our modern education system. 2006, 7, 8, we graduate high school. I really did love high school. I wouldn't change my experience there in most ways. 2009, 10, 11, 12, college. Truly being molded and shaped into how to become an adult in our capitalistic society. Again, though, I'm not sure I'd change it. It was a special time. Well, maybe I'd change parts of it, but it was pretty fun. 2013, now we get to come into the bulliness that is society. You got to make a job, got to make an earning, got to make a living. The stress, ongoing, crazy. And geez, I'm a privileged white dude. Like, not so difficult, to be honest, in my side of things. And it's some bullshit is what it is. 14, 15, 16, 17. Felt lost a little bit, didn't know how to make the world a better place at that time. And I started working in the space of sustainability and felt like I was shifting a corporation and industry in the events industry, and eventually realized that it didn't feel like enough. It didn't feel like we were making the change that we really needed to make. And COVID came along, and we got into 2020, and the whole world turned upside down, and felt compelled to take on a few different walls, I suppose. And so here I sit, I stare, I walk to it, I pace it from end to end. I hammer it, I push it, I climb it, I fall. Again and again and again. Damn wall. Boom. Crumble. Dust fills the air, my imagination can see it. Tear it down. Tear it down. But there must be a better way. Is that really the right thing to do? Or could we deconstruct it rather than tearing it down? Could we make radical change without being radical? Maybe a little radical, a little bit. All right, the linear economy, a damn good start, but not equitable, not for everyone. Not everybody gets to sit in their condo and hang out during COVID while other people fight for their rights and struggle. It's time to evolve to the next model, to a more purposeful life, to a better way of doing things. The wall that stands between us and a better society is much like the horizontal line that is our very linear economy, a line that climbs to the tip top of the capitalistic mountain. We take, we make, we waste. We toss, we spend, we run the same old sort of things over and over again. We want business as usual. Nobody will know. Our mountains are built on rich, perfection, consumerism, and growth. We are Democrats, Republicans, socialists, Marxists, all this nonsense. We want ownership. We go to war. We seek return on investment. We build these things upon poverty, hunger, illness, endangerment, warming. We melt, we contaminate, we kill for sport, we bleach, we build inequity. We have racial injustice. We suck it dry. We've burned, we've genocided, we've stolen land, we've manipulated, all on extinction. Not quite yet. Yes, I know this all sounds terrifying. But what if we had a more circular philosophy about life? What if we could heal and repair the damage done between humans, between our planet, across our planet, with animals? And what if our economy was a bit more circular? What if it was more accountable for its actions, the human experience? What if we could build a healthy system? First, we have human needs, credited to Donut Economics by Kate Raworth. What if we had food, water, energy, network connections and access, housing, equality, equity, political voice, peace and justice, income and work, and proper education? An education that we want as individuals, not what we're told to want. Next, we move up to evolution needs. What if we could live with less judgment within nature, with patience? Humans are not patient. With generosity. What if we could truly live and let live? What if someone's freedom doesn't come at the expense of somebody else's freedom? What if a balanced soul could be obtained? And what if we could live in unity? Innovation needs, sustainability, being accountable for our cause and effects. What if we could improve in sense making of the world around us, learning from nature, for example? What if we could think in systems? Again, learning from the best system we've got, the natural world. What if we could live in a regenerating sort of way, where humans were self-sustaining? And what if we could live in circularity? Philotimo, Google it. Very cool way of life. And I suppose I might call this the Philotimo wheel. If the wall were to be deconstructed slowly, could we be reconstructing it into a cyclical spin? Could it become a sustainable spin cycle looping humanity into a better existence? Do we have to? Do we have to tear it all down to make the changes required? Do we have to remain trapped in an echo chamber of only preaching to the choir? Do we have to destroy to win the day? Do we have to prepare for doomsday? Do we have to live a life as a slave to the cash? Do we have to be so cavalier with our trash? Or could we? Could we grow up? Could we grow out of the sippy cup? Could we become one race? Could we become a place to leave an infinite trace? Could we celebrate diversity? Could we overcome adversity? Could we evolve? Could we stop the devolve? Could we live with purpose? Could we avoid the circus? Could we deconstruct? Could we reconstruct? My bird friends. Yes. few resources for how to build a better world without ripping the old one apart. Number one, of course, Donut Economics by Kate Raworth, a bit of my new Bible, I suppose. The New Economy, cities all over the world are giving it a go. And Inclusive Capitalism from Stuart Williams, a proven model for what capitalism could be. What we do isn't all bad, but the way we do it isn't so great, and we must make some tweaks. This Could Be Our Future by Yancey Strickler. Shifting away from measuring economy by GDP, gross domestic product, to GDV, gross domestic value, where value really equals values, such as time, impact, happiness, health, and money too. It's a really amazing book. The Soul of Money by Lynn Twist, a really just wonderful book. We must shift our mindset and philosophy about money. If we can inject a little bit more heart and a little more soul into it, we've got something. And so many are doing that, but we need to do it as a standard. Money needs to be a force for good, not a force for the pursuit of wealth and convenience and whatever else the hell we do. All right, goodbye for now. But some believe we can make the existing systems work, and I generally don't. However, I also don't believe we should blow it all up and start over. We need change, but it needs to be sustainable change that lifts people up without tearing others down. If we go too radical and too crazy, a lot of those normal, average, everyday sort of people that don't think about all this global change all the time, if we radically destroy everything and tear it all down, there's going to be a lot of people that suffer. And I know our existing system is causing a lot of people to suffer. But I think we need to figure out how to pull a few bricks out of this wall and start to build something new. Goodbye for now. Signed, your designer.